The last couple episodes, I've been talking about optimizing for life instead of just optimizing for numbers. And today I want to take it even one more step further because so many women get stuck on this one thing, the scale, the number on the scale. And I want to talk about it in reference to working out because if the only reason that you work out is to lose weight, it is going to feel like punishment. You are not going to want to do it. You're going to hate it because, yes, in theory, you're doing the right thing, but it feels heavy and it feels really hard to stick with because you have to fight yourself to do it every single time. And when exercise is only about fat loss and weight loss, your motivation, to say it's fragile is an understatement. Also, anytime you do make progress, it feels painfully, excruciatingly slow because we all want the weight loss yesterday. So if it's going to take more than a week, we're like, yeah, I'm going to need this to hurry up. And then on top of all that, when you miss a workout, you feel like such a failure because if workout in your head is associated with weight loss, when you miss, you're like, well, then I'm never going to lose weight. And then it becomes so discouraging and the weight doesn't move, the scale doesn't budge. You start building resentment because then you're like, this isn't working. I can't show up consistently. My schedule gets all messed up. All of it starts to feel really pointless. And then you quit. Movement has become at that point transactional. If you move, if you exercise, if you show up at the gym, you lose weight. If you show up at the gym and you lose weight, your body's changing. Like it is this transactional, if I do this, then I get this result. Just a one back and forth, if this, then that. However, if it doesn't change fast enough, we give up and then the whole thing collapses. So you can see how there are so many fault lines in this plan where you're exercising solely to lose weight. There are so many opportunities for this to go wrong. So instead of thinking as of exercise as just a tool to lose weight, see if you can convince yourself, it's going to take some practice, if you can convince yourself to start thinking of exercise as more than a tool to just change your body, because it does do that. But it is also a tool to help you live your life better. And by that, I mean your mood, your energy, stress relief, confidence, all of that stuff. And it's not ignoring the effects of fat loss and weight loss, but it's about not making it the only reason that you move. Because I'm sure you know this, but exercise is fantastic for mental health and stress, emotional stability. It's good for our hearts, our bones. It's good for aging with independence. I don't know about you, but I definitely want to age with independence. And it is also a tool to build your self trust. And that is super important. So, in real life, that looks like being able to walk your dog, play with your kids, showing up with more patience. If you are emotionally stable and you actually have slept a full night of sleep, you are so much more patient with those around you. It is mind blowing. And then you get to have energy for your people, for showing up for the people in your life the way that you want to, the way that your best self would. So it doesn't just improve your life, it does that, but it also improves the lives of those around you. And it is, again, mind blowing the difference when you can actually feel whether it's your stress, your patience, your energy levels, all of that stuff. Like even just in a conversation, a really important conversation that you need to have, are you so overwhelmed and stressed and exhausted to really show up and have that important conversation in a way that you would be proud of, no matter the topic? Or can you even put a string of words together? Like they are two very different versions of yourself. And so when you shift the purpose of why you want to exercise, missing a workout is no longer a failure anymore. And instead, it's actually the flip side. You want to show up again. You want to make it a priority to go exercise again because you know how much exercise gives you versus the little bit of energy that it takes to get there. But you will get that energy returned tenfold when you start consistently exercising. And so you are not broken for struggling with this system built on exercise as punishment. Like I was the poster child for this. I used to hate running because it was always punishment in sports. It wasn't until I slowly began to change my mind about running and get in better shape, because when something's hard, we don't like doing it. But so all of these little steps started falling into place, and I actually learned to love running, and it became therapeutic. It became such a mental health thing as much as it was a physical health thing. But so you don't need a new plan. I promise you don't need a new plan, but you do need a new reason to exercise. So keep the same exercise plan, different reason to show up for that exercise. Stop working out to lose weight and start working out to live better. So that's today's daily bit of fit. Take it and run or walk or stretch. Just go move. That's it for today's daily bit of fit. I'm Coach Mack from Running with Bacon, reminding you that small steps really do add up. Make sure to follow or subscribe so you never miss a bit. And if today's episode hit home, send it to a friend who might need it too. And if you ever want a quick pep talk tailored just for you, DM me on Instagram, because I'm always happy to send some encouragement your way. You can find more support and my health coaching resources at runningwithbacon.com, or come hang with me on Instagram for some healthy fun. Until next time, keep taking those small steps, because you don't need a perfect plan, just a consistent one.